let's move on to our next topic. First music experience. I, I want to know. I think so. I'm hitting an interesting point in my life where a lot of things are hitting me, and I'm going, "That's why my parents did that. That's why my parents said that. That's why they're the way they are right now." It's because I'm getting to a point in my life where I've always wondered, and I'll be very specific. This is because this is where the topic is coming from. It's like, how? Like, it felt like my parents didn't know anything about the music and pop culture anymore, and I was like, how could you? You know what I mean? Like, how could you be so disconnected from that stuff? And I'm starting to very quickly understand. And maybe I knew why. I was like, okay, you get older, you're not interested, you have other things that you want to do. I'm getting a little bit more detailed thoughts onto why that is, but I've also always wondered, because it could be so sticky at times, right? Like, my dad definitely loves the Beatles, and he loves Rolling Stones, and my mom loves Madonna. I can't understand how, like, she couldn't gravitate to like, how do you just fall off? It felt like there was a large gap, right, between what I was starting to listen to and just understanding the world.
When did you leave home?
When I was 18.
Yeah, so, like, was that where the gap fell off?
No.
Think of all the music that they haven't listened to, really.
No, so I think I know where the gap fell off, which begins the journey. I don't think it's 18. I actually think it's your mid-20s. And it's obviously going to vary, because I think what happens is, as someone starts to get more and more invested into their career, and they've had more experience with the music that they like, they're going to start seeing the cyclical patterns of music, in the sense that, oh, I've seen this before. I've seen a boy band. Like, people who love the Beatles and saw NSYNC might see something refreshing and respectable, but they've seen this arc go down, and it might kind of be fun to, like, check it out a little bit, but this isn't it's like your first Zelda game, right? Like, people who played the first Zelda had an experience. When they played the second, third, or the 3D version, maybe the 3D version because it was the first 3D version, but arguably those people don't like it because the 3D had so many issues compared to the 2D, they are not going to have that same experience as the person who played the first, kind of
like the Saw moves for me. Like, I fell off after 3, I think.
Right, but if someone were to jump on 4, that could be the biggest, like, that could be their favorite, because that was the first time they experienced something like that.
Right.
So I think that has something to do with it. I think as you get older, you are really starting to, like, hit a groove into the music tastes. You've had that experience where you explore all this different music, and you've really found what connects to you and what speaks to you, right? You also relate to a lot of maybe the more angsty kind of things. There's really not a lot of music out there that's respectable. It's about getting into your career and settling down as, like, in a family, right? Like, that just doesn't happen. So it's about time management, and it's about experience, right? And then time management starts to get heavy to more of, like, the 70-30% of the problem, when you start to have a significant other that you want to settle down, and you're trying to balance a career, and then once you have a kid, forget it, man. And then you're probably old enough now to really start wanting to pay attention to politics and how, like, the world's all fucked up. So that's where your attention's going. And I find myself, when I'm in the car, not listening to the latest and greatest songs. I'm actually
listening to your thoughts.
I'm either wanting quiet time, listening to my thoughts, or I'm playing NPR. Or I want to know a little bit more. I want to educate myself. I'm taking the time to what's going in my ears is stuff that I'm hoping gets me better at something, or gets me more informed about something. Whereas music, while it's nice, and I definitely have, and that's not to say I don't listen to music, but that's just it.
That's why
I have little time to explore
music poisons your mind.
No, I just have little time to explore new music, or I'm lucky enough to explore, but I can't explore as much as I want. So the result is I am comfortable in the select music that I like. I don't explore new music very often at all. And because of that, I don't know who a lot of these new artists are.
So you don't listen to 21 Pilots at all?
I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Really? Dude, like, if you listen to, like, what kind of music do you listen to?
Rap.
Okay, so rap, so never mind then. Not giving to go there, bro.
Anyway, so, wow, that was a long journey. People have probably checked out right now, the 2 people that watch this podcast. I mean, we're the top 10 on iTunes, so a lot of people are watching this and listening. So
always
bear with me.
Wait, what spot in the top 10 are we?
What?
What spot on the top 10 are we?
We're number 7. We were 8 yesterday.
Okay.
So, as of this recording, I'm sure we're going to be like top 5 once this comes out. So, music experience is really interesting to me, and so I wanted to know about your first music experience because it's so special. What your first CD was? What's the first single you really listened to? What's the first band? Like where were those firsts? What were they? And I'm gonna be pretty embarrassed saying the stuff that I gravitated towards, but like I'm very curious. Yeah. So first album, first CD, right?
All right, first CD I ever owned.
Yeah.
That's one that was easy. It was actually the Pokemon CD.
Yes. You
That
and
was the
Rocco?
first CD I've ever owned.
You and
Yeah,
Rocco
yeah,
both? Okay.
yeah. Well, no. I think Rocco got it for me or
Cool.
something like that.
Okay.
But I remember the Pokemon CD. That was the first CD I've ever owned and everything. I actually got it. The second CD I ever got that I actually really wanted, you're gonna laugh your ass off, was Eminem's.
Dude, what?
The
That's awesome.
Eminem CD, whatever like that.
Was
But
it the
thing
EP
when
or
I
the
got
LP? Was it Slim
It
Shady?
it was the parental
Marshall-
advisory. It was the one
They're all parental advisory. Marshall Mathers? LP?
yeah, no, I mean I'm sorry, it was like the edited version, whatever like
Yeah.
that. It was the worst one. I forgot. It was
the
it
worst
was the one where he's like stand up, real Slim Shady stand up or something like that. I forgot which one
I'm
that
pretty
was.
sure. Okay, the album cover has him in front of like a house. It's black and white, pretty much. It's not him at the docks, right?
It's the one at the docks, sorry.
That's the EP.
That's the EP.
The real Slim Shady is not on there.
Yeah, he's not, because I mean he has all the alter egos. That was a really dark CD, but imagine to have that one edited.
Yeah, that sucks. You had Guilty Conscience with Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But Brain Damage was also on there. And then the one you're thinking of, it's not Real Slim Shady, Please Stand Up. It's Hi Kids, do you like Primus? Do you like want to see me
Yeah,
stick
that's
Nine
the
Inch
one I
Nails
had.
through each
Sorry,
one of my
that's the one I
eyelids?
had.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
That's the one I had.
Hi, my name is Chicken Slim
Yeah.
Shady. Yeah.
That's the one I
Fuck,
had.
dude. That just reminds me of a glorious time in my life where you would come home from school, say fuck homework because it didn't matter. Oh, I miss those days right now.
Dude, I remember that.
And
Dude,
you're
I remember
and you're watching
yeah,
TRL. And like that
Yes,
video comes
TRL.
on, right? And then, oh, dude, Korn, Freak on a Leash was like
oh,
up
dude,
there.
Korn, yes.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that
Oh.
was like. Remember what was the part of that one on the end of the CD was like ooh not that. It's like-
Yeah, and the bullet is flying all over the place.
Yeah, dude, I was loving that.
I bet you.
Dude, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that experience. I remember being at school and like, I remember this one kid like who was kind of my friend at the time and everything, but like I don't know, he was weird, but he knew all the words to the song, and I remember going home and trying to like remember all the words to the song and like being able to sing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
That was a fun experience. So, yeah, I remember Korn. Korn was introduced to me right around that time.
Yeah.
I was pretty much into like anything, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Except for stuff that like my parents liked.
Right.
That was a fun thing.
It is
So like
old.
my mom, the thing is she started listening to this techno, right? And techno, and I was like, what is this shit? And she's like, this is gonna be the stuff of the future. I'm telling you, this is gonna be stuff of the future. And I was like, mom was like, Mom, you're so dumb. This is
It's gonna be in the
this is so dumb.
Matrix.
This is so dumb. And it was.
Yeah.
It was the thing. If you like techno's, I love techno right now. Like, I mean, I guess you would say, but what's it called? It's techno. Because I listen to, dude, like dubstep,
Yeah,
and
dubstep is a.
Skrillex
Yep.
and stuff like that. So it's like, I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so funny that she was so right, and it was
But like
hilarious.
because she was your mom, you just didn't believe it. You're
I
like,
guess
nah.
yeah,
It
and
had
I'm
teeth.
trying to see that. I guess I see that with the girls a little bit more. Like we're like joking around and dabbing and stuff like that, and they're like, God, like what the heck, you know what I mean? It's funny, but I don't know.
I mean,
it's
there's
just
dude.
it's
like,
all right.
Beatles, Elvis, Led Zeppelin. Like, there's a ton of old bands, Rolling Stones. I just wasn't into, and then you grow to really appreciate that stuff.
Yeah, like I like all that old like the older stuff now too and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so we did first CD. What was your first single?
Single, sorry, what would a single be?
Like, what was like the first song you remember being like you watch MTV and you're like, oh, this I like this song, or like I like music. Like, this is cool.
Oh really? Oh dang, I'm trying to think. Okay. The first song that I actually really got excited about was Insane Clown Posse. You know, I talk about the game show.
You
the game show.
juggalo. Magnets. How the fuck do they work?
But I remember that one. I got really excited about that one because I don't know, I just loved it because it was just funny and it was just,
Yeah.
it's something I never heard.
You like clowns. That's cool.
I don't like clowns, that's the thing.
Oh, they're
But
scary.
you know what song I'm talking about.
I have
right?
no
You
idea
know
what you're
one?
talking about.
Oh my god.
I don't listen to Insane Clown Posse. I'm gonna ask you for your music, and then I'm gonna ridicule on them.
Yeah, I can see that. You're ridiculing me already. That's not fair.
I know. All right, well, dude, I have one better than that. My first song,
Okay.
and I've told this to Sarah, and she looks at me like, who the hell did I marry when I tell her this? And this is an embarrassing one, but like for whatever.
Oh no! Okay, I got it.
Oh, what is it? No,
know
you
it is.
can't.
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's Mbop from what's it called?
Yeah,
From what's
the
it called?
Hanson brothers.
The Hanson Brothers. That was the one I remember listening to
Yeah.
in my tape cassette player, and I remember listening to it at night, trying to get the words down or something like that. Like I don't know.
Wait,
I don't
come
know
on, dude,
why
it's
it
not
was.
hard. It's just.
I know it's not. It's not. But I remember listening to their song. I remember that's the funny thing.
Okay, well that is a little bit more on par with where I was going, cause oh dude, for whatever reason I was okay. So this warrants a little bit of the backstory context. I was a late bloomer in the sense of music discovery. I was just very much into my own world of liking Spider-Man, Superman, and playing with my action figures. So music came a little bit later for me, and because of that, one of my first songs that I liked. That got me into, like, seriously listened to it, and I was like, man, I like, what else is out there? Was, oh man, it was Google Dolls.
Was what?
Was Google Dolls. A song by Google Dolls, and I think it's like, it was from the City of Angels, or whatever, with Meg Ryan and, Nicolas Cage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude.
Which one is that one?
I can't even remember, but it's like a horrible, like, rom-com kind of, like, emo, really just heart on the sleeve kind of song. For whatever reason, I think it's just like the melody that like got me, and the harmonies and whatever. It was just, and it was a really neat, like, it was really interesting. Well, first of all, the Google Dolls guy looked like the Blade villain, so he looked kind of cool. But like they're up in a tower, and it was just an interesting video. Like I remember it looking pretty cool, and so like for whatever reason, I was like, what's up? What's with this music thing? People seem to like music. What else is out there? And so I just remember liking that song, kind of like looking out there. Then the other thing that I think naturally kids tend to go towards like more jokey music. Because my first CD I really ever bought, actually I didn't buy, it was bought for me, but I picked it out, was Weird Al Yankovic, Running with Scissors.
I had that one. That was actually one of my CDs that I bought too. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a
Holy
really
shit.
good one, right? You know. My, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry, right? Like, that was solid. That was one of his like last good ones, I feel like. But
had that one. Had
the first one I ever bought with my own money was Dr. Dre's Chronic. This is like where I actually get some fucking cred.
The weeds on the freaking
Chronic 2001. And that was awesome because that was like fucking. I got my Eminem on there and stuff. Every day. Yeah. Hold up. Hey. Yeah. It was good. It was awesome to see. And I just remember my mom was, for whatever reason, I think there was a lot of stuff going on at the time. But my buddy Mike and I blasted that in the basement, and you could hear it throughout the whole. She just didn't even. She was in her own head thinking about something else, and I was like, "This is great. This is great." Yeah, we got unedited, just blasting this.
And I just want to
rap.
point out too that you turned out fine.
Oh, because I listen to gangster rap.
Stuff. Yeah, like it's just. It's ridiculous how some people could say that though. Like, you know what I mean?
Do people still say that?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Really?
Like my daughter right now, Bella, she listens to like all that stuff, and she's like, I wouldn't say gothic because you don't want to tell her she's gothic, you know, but she's got her own style, you know what I mean? She's like, you know, pretty much like almost kind of looking like that gothic style, and her dad is saying that we're being enablers, but the thing is we're letting her be her own person and finding herself and doing whatever she wants. She's saying that he's saying that listening to that music and do that is going to take her down a wrong path, and it's just like he's the biggest hypocrite because apparently Amber was saying that he was just like, you know, he was the same way. He used to wear his pants like low and people would tell him to pull him up all the time, and like, you know, he was just listening to rap and people saying that he's going to go down the wrong path. So I don't know. So people do still say that.
Huh, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I listened to like the hard, like DMX. I had like all of his albums, like
DMX, Rough Rider.
This is not okay. X go good to you. He go good to you. Yeah, yeah, dude. I fucking love DMX. It's T.I. and just like I love hip hop. I
like all music.
Right? Yeah, that's fair. I think hip hop is. If I had to pick one, I would go there. But
I do like country.
No, I can't. I just can't do. I respect people who want to listen to it. That's fine. That's your thing. I personally can't really get onto it. This is not for me. So okay, we covered first CD, first album, single. Man, I guess is that it? Is like?
Oh, you get concert.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's what. Yeah. What was your first concert that you went to?
Actually, it was a Freebie Weebie 90. It was like 97X Freebie Weebie. Oh, thanks,
What's a
man.
Freebie Weebie?
It was a free concert.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Thanks, babe. Sorry. Should you bring me food?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm handing her the backpack. It's just me and Clay today.
While everybody else is listening.
Sorry.
My first concert was with my buddy Dan, and at the time he was a huge quote unquote metalhead. I use these quotes because like, as great as Metallica was, like I can't help but see them as just pop metal right now. Like that does a ton of disservice because at the time they were definitely very, very metal. But I guess the genre has grown enough where it has left them behind, and there's just more metal versions of them than when they were, I guess, now. But it doesn't matter because at the point when I had gone to see them, they were on the level of Godsmack to me. Obviously, they had a lot higher quality to them, but they belonged on mainstream to me metal, right?
Did you ever listen to Slipknot?
Oh, I hated Slipknot. Yeah, that was like metal to me.
It was like a weird Korn.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it was like it was really weird. So anyway, I went to go see Metallica, and Godsmack opened up, and they were fucking on because I like their stuff too. There was this weird gray area there for a while for me in like early high school where it was like I was super into hip hop. I liked my rock stuff kind of, and then Linkin Park comes out, and I'm all about this like hip hop rock stuff and Godsmack and Disturbed, and you got like all these other like, this weird sphere of like coexisting between hip hop and like this alternative rock, and I was just really digging it at the time. But it was more often that the rock stuff had one-hit singles, whereas the hip-hop stuff I really gravitated toward and listened to the whole CD and really liked multiple singles. Godsmack was really cool, though, because they opened up with an awesome drum fucking duet thing going on with the lead singer and the drummer, and that was really fun to see. And then Metallica comes on, they fucking kill it. But that was my first concert I ever went to.
Mine was, okay, sorry. Now that we're back.
Yep.
I was a 97X Freebie Weebie, and 97X is like, I don't know what your kind of station is for like the alternative, huh?
Radio station.
Well, it is, yeah. It's a radio station, but they had just opened up, so they offered this. It was called Freebie Weebie, and I went there. I remember maybe because I just started dating this girl, and she went with me and everything like that, and I think it was Lifehouse.
That sounds like such a 90s.
Yeah, it was Life. Yeah, it was, that's what the name of the band was called. It was Lifehouse. They sang that. It was like they only had one song pretty much.
She's so high above me. She's so lovely.
It wasn't that.
No? Okay. Lifehouse. Hey, honey, do you remember Lifehouse?
Yeah.
She does.
Okay,
consulting her. That's okay. I knew it was something like that's like the same chords, the same harmony as she's so high above me.
It was that, and it was another song. It was
Creed was like the same way. It was this like
who sang that one song was like she's too stoned Nintendo. He's like, oh,
she's too stoned Nintendo. Do you remember that song, honey?
I don't know.
Sarah was much more into music and that kind of like era than I was. That's really funny. She knew right off the bat.
She did.
But there was this like low like.
She's got a beautiful voice, by the way.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, he says you have a beautiful voice. That's funny. That is so. Yeah, 90s just had a ton of that shit. Like, and like all of those songs were just shoved into every fucking like She's All That and 10 Things I Hate About You and like
10 Things I Hate About You.
Like all these like late 90s
I get rid of
defining
a guy in
pop
10 days.
Yeah. And what was the other one where it was like
Failure to Launch?
No, not Failure to Launch. That fucking no. Fuck. They're all at a party and he's like trying to get with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Why can't I remember this? This is terrible.
Dude, I remember that movie because that's like
Can't Hardly Wait.
Crush.
Can't Hardly Wait.
That was my crush at the time.
Yeah, everybody.
I think that was
everybody's.
Crush,
yeah, for sure. Man, I just There needs to be
So
a
many
90s
things.
month. We need to make a 90s month, and because I just want an excuse for Sarah and I to go back and watch some of these things.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, like I can't imagine. I just can't imagine.
What's that one? What's that one with the one girl from Carissa Explains It All?
Yeah, she was there because she was like all excited about everybody had to sign her calendar.
Yeah, but that
Right.
wasn't the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yes, it was. It was the same one.
No.
Yes.
Oh no, but this was a different one I'm talking about. That had Carissa Explains It All in it.
Oh yes, yes. Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about?
totally
They had
right.
the one guy
And
with
the guy
the
from
hair and,
Entourage.
like-
From Entourage.
Yeah, from
Oh,
Entourage.
oh, and it was tied to a Britney song, which
Yeah.
means was it Oops I Did It Again?
No, it was in there. I think. No, I don't think it was in there.
Sarah, what was that movie with Clarissa Explains It All and the guy from Entourage? And it was a Britney Spears title song.
Yeah.
The girl from Clarissa Explains It All, Melissa Joan Hart. I swear it was Oops, I Did It Again.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart and the main actor from Entourage.
I was gonna say like I want to say Can't Hardly Wait, but I don't think it is that one.
And the whole idea was like, you're the yes. Oh, he was like just a nobody, and she was
Here it
a
is.
pop-
Drive Me Crazy.
Damn it! You drive me crazy.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay.
I just can't wait.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. We can
Drive Me
just give it
Crazy.
one more minute. There you go.
There you go. Drive Me Crazy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I want to make a list.
You were
We
gonna
need
watch
to.
all of
Okay,
this.
we've gone off topic. The next
Okay,
topic I want
alright.
to do next week is to make a list of our favorite '90s movies like that, and then I'm gonna take that list and Sarah and I are gonna watch them, and then maybe I'll do a topic on like my review. But okay, let's move on to our next topic.
You want to move on to the next one?
No, not really. I want to keep talking about all these movies, but
Yeah, I did.
we're gonna have to wait.
Okay.